The boy was born with a pair of scissor hands. Even having a meal was painfully difficult. He often accidentally scratched his own face. His father wanted to give him real hands, but died suddenly from exhaustion. The unfinished hands shattered with him. All Edward wanted was to touch his father's face one last time, but when metal touched skin, blood spilled instantly. From that day on, he lived alone in the old castle on the hill, never seeing another human again, until one day, a woman wandered into the castle by mistake, hiding in the shadows. Edward slowly stepped forward. He held out his scissor hands, his eyes full of fear. Mrs. Peg was startled.
What happened to you?
She gently wiped the cuts from his face and brought him home. That night when her daughter came back, she found a strange man in her room. She screamed in terror. Edward panicked too, and accidentally stabbed a hole in the waterbed. Water sprayed everywhere. He tried to flee, but Mr. Peg stopped him just in time. He was also given a glass of wine to ease his nervousness. However, Mrs. Peg introduced him to the girl, but Edward was so nervous he fainted. The next day, Mr. Peg decided to fix the garden. Edward stepped in. In no time, the messy bushes became giant dinosaur sculptures. The girl's dad handed the whole garden over to him. Soon, a sculpture of their family appeared on the lawn. Word spread fast in the small town. People lined up for him to trim hedges, cut grass-style hair. This abandoned boy was suddenly seen as an artist, until a bad boy showed up. He wanted to use Edward's skills to break into a house. The girl didn't agree at first, but eventually she gave in. That night, Edward picked the lock with ease, but was shoved inside by the bad boy. The alarm went off. Edward tried to open the door, but couldn't even grip the handle. He was trapped, while everyone else had already fled. Soon the house was surrounded by police. Hands in the air, they shouted, but when he lifted his scissor hands, they thought he was attacking, and almost shot him. Luckily, a neighbor recognized him and stopped the chaos, but after that, every woman he had helped turned on him, blaming him for bringing disaster. Edward was lost. He didn't understand why doing good led to hate. The town that once felt warm was now cold and cruel, so he kept carving, turning blocks of ice into delicate sculptures, letting snow fall as his silent sorrow. The girl saw the fear in his eyes, told him she was sorry, and wrapped her arms tightly around him. Do you think a boy like Edward deserves to have a home? Please comment.